Well, we are working with some pretty yummy ingredients this morning at the Revive Life Education and Media Center here on Carling Avenue. Joining me once again, Naturopathic Dr. Joelle. It's always a pleasure to spend the morning with you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
So we've got your two boys, Kobe and Caden, making up some cocoa balls, which is something that you would make in the, oh, that's a big one, in the children's cooking class that is offered here at the Wellness Center, right?
Yeah, you can make them any size.
It's all open to interpretation.
Exactly.
So let's talk a little bit about the cooking classes.
Sure, yes. So the idea is that we want to be inspired by our children and teach them the foundations of good eating, and also too to get in the kitchen and just have fun, you know, and be empowered to make your own foods. And it's okay, you can deviate the recipes, make your own recipes, and you know, we just want it to be fun.
Right, and I think it's all about adaptation too. You had mentioned that we were making finger-licking fruity rollers earlier in the morning. They got a little overdone in the oven, so we just turned them into fruity crispers.
Exactly, exactly. You just sort of, you know, you have to be flexible.
Never a fail. So why was it important to you to introduce healthy cooking classes?
Well, you know, one of my colleagues actually wrote a book, and it's called Rebecca Sue's Her Mother. And the idea is that we, as a society, we need to be able to instill these good, healthy eating habits in our children. It is our responsibility as a mother, as a member of the community. And if we're not doing that by the year 2000, or babies born after the year 2001, 50% of them are going to develop diabetes at least. So we have to do something. So that's the inspiration here.
Now, Dr. Joelle, when I think about healthy eating, healthy cooking, and this I know is a common misconception, I feel like it's going to take longer. I think it's going to cost more money to buy these healthy ingredients. Am I wrong?
You know what? It is a little bit of a myth. What we do in our cooking classes is we teach you how simple it can be. And if you're using a lot of plant-based foods, your budget is actually lower. And we also give you options. So we give you make your own options as well as purchase your own. So like, for example, I mean, what could be less expensive than popcorn, right? And we think about air popping or doing it on our stove. And all we have to do is put a little bit of healthy coconut oil. And then we add just a touch of maple syrup, which again is really high in minerals.
I notice you're using maple syrup quite often.
We do. Yeah, it's lower in the glycemic index. And then we sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon, which also helps to stabilize blood sugar.
Okay.
And then, you know what, we put just a touch of sea salt. And that just gives us the sweet and the savory flavor. Now, you know what, if you're a parent and you're really busy, you can stop and you can also buy better for you snacks. So for example, I found this one, and this one was at Farm Boy. It's Neil Brothers, and it's the cheese puffs, and they're made more from a healthful perspective. So they're thinking about fiber and good healthy content.
So what is the difference between healthy and unhealthy fats? How do we identify them?
Okay, so basically we've got our liquids in general, and those are generally healthful fats. There's MUFAs and PUFAs, and they are generally healthy. That's the easiest way to teach the kids. And then we've got our solids at room temperature, which are our butters, and those tend to clog up our arteries. So we really don't want too much of that.
Stay away from them, okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm cooking an omelet, let's say, and I need to put something in the skillet before I put down my eggs, olive oil is a better choice than a lump of butter.
Exactly, exactly. The other foundation that we want to teach our kids is the 5 colors. So, you know, we want to think every day, and our adults too, we want to think about our greens. Our greens are so helpful for immunity. They have lots of antioxidants. Then we've got our reds, and these little guys here have twice as much vitamin C as oranges do. And then we've got our beta-carotene antioxidants from our orange colors. We've got our yellows for detoxification. And then we've got our anthocyanidin antioxidants for our eyes in the blues and purples.
A lot I didn't know.
Yeah.
And one of many reasons why it might be a great idea to sign up for the cooking classes. Thank you so much for having us here today. Look how much fun they're having. If you head to the Revive Life website, you can look at all of the schedules for both the adults and children's cooking classes. Congratulations on the new wellness studio. It looks wonderful. And a huge thank you once again to all of the sponsors who really made this studio a possibility.
Exactly.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.